So we've looked at the Minakaze on the Haragumo line. We've looked at the Hatsuharu. And today we're looking at the Shiratsuyu, the Tier 7 Japanese hybrid, I'd say. This is where we're heading into gunship territory. The first two boats and the rest of the boats down the line are very much all torpedo boats, all the way back to the Isekaze and beyond. So, what can I say about this ship? For the first time, we're starting to see more guns. She's got these 127mm guns. She's got two turrets there, one turret there. I'll show you the arrangement. Single barrel there, turret. And then two turrets of twin caliber variety. Yeah, so you got one on the back and one on the nose, plus that extra turret. So how many guns in all? How many rifles? We're talking 5 rifles, right? Which makes it rather unusual. The alpha's actually quite good. Fire chances are 9%. Reload times are down as well to 7.5 seconds. You can actually use these guns, but you probably don't want to do it open water. You probably want to do it with a smoke. Talking of which, if we look at our equipment, if I click the right tab, you can see that you have an option here for smoke if you wish to smoke up and use the guns in the classic smoking gunboat arrangement, like for the, yes, the Akazuki, which is coming up next, the Kitakaze and the Haragumo. So if you want to play with the play style, you can fit the smoke generator. However, if you want to play with the torpedoes, this starts to get you used to the torpedo reload booster that you will find on the Akazuki, the Kitakaze, and the Haragumo. I've built this ship for torpedoes, but I am aware that the guns are actually not too bad, but I don't think we're quite ready to start a full gunboat build yet. So my recommendation for this ship, even though she's a hybrid, is, you guessed it, the torpedo build. So where do we go after Adrenaline Rush? Okay, well, we could take RPF and then fill the tubes and finish with Liquidator. Or we could take Superintendent, fill the tubes, and Swiftfish to give us those faster torpedo speeds. I mean, in this current state, the torpedoes are on a 101-second reload because they hit like a truck. They have a 10-kilometer range, do 17,000 damage, and 65 knots. Okay, so let's have a look at that. What's that mean? The stock torpedoes are pretty much the Hatsuharu 10-kilometer torps that you get on the hats. The upgraded ones, however, do a little bit more damage, and as you can see, slightly longer reload time because of it. 65 knot speed as opposed to 62, so harder to dodge, but slightly a fraction easier to detect. Okay, now you could take Type 7 Mod 2 to increase your battery range, but that's all it does. The guns maintain their current values except for range. Or you could just stick with the Type 7 Mod 1, which is what I did. I just saved myself some research there because you don't really need the extra range. You're not going to be open water gunboating too much with this ship. So my recommendation there, stick with Type 7 Mod 2. For the hull, one of the first things you probably want to upgrade is the hull, because you'll get an extra 1,200 hit points. You'll get significantly better AA, although the AA isn't great. So you start with 21. I mean, if I do that, you start with 11. Okay, if you look at these values over here, 11. And then if I upgrade the hull, you end up with 31. Maneuverability-wise, the rudder shift does improve significantly on the upgrade, so I would recommend getting the B hull as fast as possible. That would be your first thing to go for. Then after that, You can live with the torpedoes in stock for a while, but then I would recommend getting the Type 90 Mod 1s before grinding on to the Akazuki. Okay. Is there much else to say about this ship? The torpedo reload booster is something I'll be running in the next 2 matches to show you how that works. And give you an idea of the play style, okay? Because we all know how to use smoke and guns, right? Right? If we don't worry. I'm doing a full guide on the Akazuki next, and that will include a couple of matches where I'm gunboating, and you'll get an idea of how to use the smoke in those. Okay. Stay tuned. Matches coming next. Okay, so I'm on Islands of Ice. It's domination mode, and I'm in the Shiratsuyu. The IJN Tier 7 DD from the Haragumo line. And it's a Tier 9 match. And I'm in a Tier 7 ship. Oh joy.
Огромное спасибо.
I can see why the Colorado said brah. He doesn't like the fact that it's a carrier game with submarines and it's Tier 9 and he's in a Tier 7 like me. And who would blame him? I mean, that's the thing about the matchmaker. It can be cruel. Hey, I've got a fan. Hey, Thundercrosser. What's up? And if I can use my keyboard, I'm going to wave to you. There you go. Fame at last. Yeah. I could get used to this. Yeah, I was just watching the flank, but I've decided to move into cap. I'd like to light the flank, I really would, but there doesn't seem to be anything to light, so just in case, I'm going to leave some of those 10-kilometer torps on the corner there, because you never know. And there's a North Carolina. Colorado's holding back, which is a good idea. Quite frankly, a very good idea. The Takahashi is heading to the flank. I guess he's looking to put some fire down on the North Carolina. Speaking of which... Oh, he dodged my torps. Oh. But that's okay. I've used the reload booster, which means I can now do it all again. But he's gone stationary. He's a static target. Oh, and he's turning out and moving away. Okay, fine. Hopefully he's not alone, right? Not the best torps. I should use my mini-map there a bit more. I glanced away as I launched, and then he turned out and down the line, and he's running, so... Damn! Meanwhile, something's capping C.
Торпеды слева по борту. Торпеды слева по борту.
By the speed of those 3 torps that went by, followed by the next 3 torps. It's a Jaeger. Apparently not. It's a Shiratsuyu. Okay. There is a Jaeger here as well, though. Definitely a Jaeger here. I don't think this guy was expecting me, so we'll take advantage of that. Takahashi got him. Okay, they're carriers on this flank along with 4 of their ships. 5 of their ships, actually, because there's also a Jaeger here. And there's only 3 of us. And 2 of us are tier 7. So it's probably a good idea to run like hell. Going dark and running. Jaeger's going to be a problem.
Торпеды слева по борту.
Because he outspots me by about 0.3 kilometers, 0.4 in fact. I think the Jaeger's 5.4, I'm 5.8, so that is a concern. And he's a tier 9. I'm pretty sure I got better guns though. But his 90 knot torps are going to be a problem. Any hits on the Lepanto? No, he avoided. Okay. Hopefully the second spread will get him.
Торпеды по левому борту.
Getting lit by the carrier was no fun. Those look good.
Торпеды по левому борту.
Yep. Yep. Okay, a couple of good hits on the Lepanto. Excellent. Alright. That's the nice thing about the reload booster. You can launch twice. So you get 16 you can get 16 fish into the sea, which is a good thing. There he is, a little beggar. I want to shoot him, but he's backed up by the Lepanto and the Shimanto. So, we're going to have to run. Colorado sadly left us. Tough matchup, though, for a Colorado, especially on this flank with all these ships. In his defense, I'd say he did quite well to last as long as he did, because they got a couple of battleships in the area, cruisers, destroyers, and of course the aircraft carrier. So have a compliment, sir, and keep up the good work, my man. Hopefully the matchmaker will be kinder on the next one, right? You can see my useless AA. We shot a plane down, boys. Woo! Yeah. And I'm being chased by the Jaeger. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem.
Торпеды по левому борту.
Torpedoes, Jaeger torps incoming. Look at the speed on those bad boys.
Слева по борту.
He's going for the carrier. And he missed, I'm pleased to report. Let's see if we can do something about that Jaeger, because I'd like to keep our carrier in the match. Yeah, you heard that right. See if we can pick up the Jaeger. Put some preemptives down for the Shimanto. Oh, he's turning. Okay, I'm lit. There he is. The Jaeger.
Торпеды справа по борту.
I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. I'm not gonna get hit. I'm not gonna get hit. Well, well, well.
Выведен. Неполадки устранены.
And like a ghost, he was gone. That's what I hate about the Jaeger and love about the Jaeger at the same time. She is the ultimate ghost. Used to be, once upon a time, that IJN destroyers were the ghosts, but there's a few new predators on the block these days that can outghost us, which is kind of annoying.
Двигатель в штатном режиме.
Okay, let's see if we can hook him up again.
Торпеды слева по борту. Торпеды за кормой.
All I can do is keep launching at the Shimanto, but they're very, very maneuverable light cruisers. So, and I'm trying to hook up the Jaeger, and at the same time loop back to sea, because we could do with the cap. It's a very close match, this one.
Двигатель в форсированном режиме.
Okay, we're coming into sea. We're off RPF, and there's the Hornet. Well, I'll be damned. You know, I think the rust is real. I probably should have held on to those torps for a close drive-by strike instead. Because carriers these days don't tend to just sail in nice straight lines anymore. He's going to light me, isn't he? Going to light me. Yep, that's bad. Yeah. This guy is awake. Uh-oh. Okay. You see, if I'd held on to those torps. Beautiful torpedo target right here. Alright, so maybe a little more patience on my part. But bearing in mind, if you're watching this video and you play torpedo boats, or you're thinking of playing torpedo boats, keep a spread for situations like this. I couldn't have predicted he was going to be this close, but he decided to push into cap from the islands he was originally at over at E9, and now I find myself in this situation where I'm getting torpedoed by his planes.
Большая пробоина. Быстро набираем воду. Неполадки устранены.
Oh, this guy's good. Look at him weave. He's doing S's in a carrier. I mean, on the plus side, he's lit. Maybe the Masashi will get him. Maybe. But he managed to weave out of the way of those torps.
Двигатель в штатном режиме.
Oh my goodness, there goes my rear turret.
Башни главного калибра выведены из строя.
Of course, I'm worried about his secondaries as well at these ranges, which is a bit of a problem. Not a lot I can do, really. Bombers. Yeah, Alaska got me. Okay. But on the plus side, it looks like we're going to win the match. Yeah, it definitely looks like a win for Team Green.
Wow, you have anatomy speed.
What a game, what a game.
Бой осталось 5 минут.
See, he knew exactly what to do there. Do a lazy S and steer away from the destroyer. And that worked out very well for him in the end. Although a team almost got him. We did almost get him. And had I held onto those torps for a little longer, definitely. That was a good excuse for a YOLO, and I didn't take it, and I'm kicking myself for not taking the YOLO. You know me. I do like myself a good YOLO. Oh well. I think the submarine's got him. Looks like the salmon is going to take out the Hornet, and it's game over. Yeah. Okay. And that's what it feels like to be a tier 7 in a tier 9 match. Ouch. And yeah, good credits, not bad. Reasonable XP, 11,850. Could have been better, but I'm not complaining. Only got a couple of torpedo hits in. Alright, 2,000 XP, however. High scoring match. Gonna compliment him. And the salmon. I'm complimenting a sub. What's wrong with me? Anyway, GG. There's a spread of damage. 32k, 13k, 9k, and 7k. Yeah, 14,841. So flooding's 14,516. Okay, and there's the XP spread. And I was only running a 200% flag on the Shiratsuyu, hence 11,850. I wasn't running the 800%. We will rectify that. Thank you for watching. Right, well, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Okay, this time we're on Two Brothers. A map I absolutely love. Love Two Brothers. Great fun. It's a carrier game. It's tier 8. It's a tier 6 spread. We're in the tier 7 Shiratsuyu on the research grind to the Haragumo. I see it's dumped us out on the far right flank. Okay.
Бой начинается.
No radar to worry about. So we're going to be spotting for the team down this flank. And we've got a lone Scharnhorst with us and the Adventurer, which is the new tier 8 French torpedo boat. Looks like the Benson's heading our way too, so this should end up with 3 destroyers on this flank. And we've got a Kiev and a Salmon on the far left flank. I know what the Benson's doing. He's watching the river off the middle of the map, which often offers exciting opportunities for secondary battleships and cruisers to push down that middle line and surprise the enemy. I'm just waiting for my torpedoes to come off cooldown, and then I'm seriously considering the idea of torpedoing this gap. As you can see from the Kiev over there, it's quite a popular spot. I'm hoping to catch their other DD on that with those. I'm also going to put some on that corner. In fact, I'm going to spread the love a little.
форсированном режиме.
And put 16 fish in the water. I don't really want to get into a gunfight with a Kiev, but he's well lit, and the enemy team will be trying to shoot him. I can see he's throttle jockeying, though. The guy knows how to play a gunboat, which is good to know. And yep, our torpedoes found a target. One hit, one flood. If that Kiev wasn't careful, he was going to reverse into the rest of my torpedoes, but they've run out. They've run out of range, so.
Есть, командиры.
I guess the Benson wants to take advantage of my superior detect. And get me to scout for him, but there's not much to scout, really. There he is. It's an Akazuki. That's what I hit with my torpedoes. I did wonder. Yeah, now I'm in a crossfire trap, and I have no smoke.
Неполадки устранены.
Okay, well that's the Akazuki dealt with. I've gone dark. Kiev is still shooting at me, but he's missed with those. But you can see how fast the dogfight is over with. I mean, honestly, I almost got incinerated by the Akazuki and the Kiev there. You have to be very, very careful. That said, the Akazuki was well worth it. That's a top scout. They're down 2 destroyers. We've still got all of ours. And so we're in a strong position to win this match. Their Kiev is bugging out. He's using the edge of that island to fire on the Scharnhorst. Benson, meanwhile, is smoking up. Not sure what the plan with that smoke was. I'm guessing he wanted me to sit in the smoke while he lit the Kiev, right? So I could fire back without getting shot at, maybe? Maybe he did it for the benefit of the French destroyer. We will never know. And there's the Andrea Doria.
I need all hands on deck to lend a hand for our matey.
Benson, there's a battleship over there pushing the flank. I can't ignore it. You might want to ignore it, but I'm a torpedo boat. Guess what torpedo boats do? You'd be absolutely shocked at what torpedo boats are supposed to do. Okay, that voice, that Popeye voice is so annoying. I mean, it's almost like we were designed to take on battleships and torpedo their asses, isn't it? It's almost like that was what was intended. I mean, clearly I don't know what I'm doing over here. Why am I lighting this battleship? Why am I even here? Right? I mean, in the Benson's world, we all push and YOLO into Cap B and wonder why we all get sunk by the Kiev and the Belarus, right? But I don't live in the Benson world. I live in the lone gun world. And in the lone gun world, when we find a ship isolated all on its own, and we have torpedoes that hit like a truck, guess what we do? We ambush that battleship. Okay. Yeah. I think are we going to get another hit? Yeah. Okay, a couple of hits there on the Andoria, and the Andre Doria, or Andoria as I like to call it. That should give our Shan horse a pretty good chance of knocking him out, because he's now on half health or less. Okay, Shan horse is opening fire. Now the Benson and the Adventurer have noticed the battleship and have come back down to assist. Funny that. It's almost like I was ahead of the curve, right? Balmy notion, right? Balmy notion. Sinking battleships? What next, right? Carriers? Subs? Where will it end?
Двигатель в форсированном режиме.
Okay, so he's running now. And he's under fire from the Benson and the Adventurer. The Benson is trying his damnedest to get a fire on him, on that battleship. Kind of funny. And has succeeded. And you can see there's a fire burning on the back of the battleship there. And the Shan horse takes him down as predicted. Okay, good. Now we own the flank. Now I'm in a position to start sniffing around B. So we're going to head over there now. There are a lot of people in this game that have no patience. They're map pingers. They say well done. They ping corners of maps, edges of maps, and all sorts of things because they're bored. I mean, honestly, I think they've all got ADHD. Or ADD, attention deficit disorder, right? I think that a lot of people with attention deficit disorder play this game. And it's not the best game if you suffer from that. It really is not, because you need patience. By all means, ping the map and have a go at your teammates, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not going to win your matches. It's just going to make you end up on everybody's block list or blacklisted. You know. Honestly, sometimes this game feels like 3D chess, so bear that in mind next time you're pinging the map and swearing at everybody. There's a lot going on, more than you know. Use your mini-map and see if you can figure out my plays. If you can figure out what I'm doing, maybe you don't need to shout well done and ping everywhere like a twat, yeah?
Двигатель в штатном режиме.
Okay, we're coming into B. Kagaru's just taken out our North Carolina. And we're losing ships left, right, and center. But I feel confident we can win this, as long as we get enough caps. Because what I've noticed about warships in the last year or so is people are forgetting about the caps. It's all well and good, the new meta of hanging off at 20 kilometers slinging hate at each other, but someone's got a cap, right? If you don't cap, you don't win. Simple as. If you don't contest the cap, you're not going to win. Kaguru. Oh no. This is probably the worst situation I could be in. The problem is, the Kaguru is not only tier 8, he's a bit of a ghost, and his guns are very alpha. They hit like a truck. He's got very strong, very high burst. His DPM isn't that high. It's quite low, actually. For a torpedo boat, it's quite low, but he hits like a truck. And that's a problem. I think we're scaring him off, though. Me and the Crafts Bay. Got some appreciable hits on him. But the carrier, of course, is now invested. Which is a problem, because that means I'm lit. Okay. Okay. This is going to get difficult. This is going to get tricky.
Двигатель в форсированном
The
режиме.
problem with the Kagoro is he's the original Ghost. He once had the best detect in the game. There are now ships that can rival him, but with 5.4 detect, he can basically light me and stay dark. And with the help of a carrier, he could literally alpha me down. His guns have got a very big alpha hit on them. I feel like the Shima alpha on the guns is really good. DPM is poor, but the alpha, oh my god. I mean, if that Kaguru was to hit me 3 times, it would be over. And he only has to hit me with 3 salvos, and I'm done. 2 if he gets lucky. With the dispersion. Oh. All I can hear in my right ear is Graf Space AA going daka 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 daka. Okay, North Carolina is closing me out of the cap. So we're going to send 16 of the best, and then we're going to head back to B. And I'm lit again. That'll be the Ghost I was telling you about. You see, he's lit me, but I don't know where he is. He's above me. Between those 2 islands, I'd guess, just above me. And now the Carolina's having a crack. Torps look good. Torps look really good. Yeah, I don't think he's going to avoid those. Okay, we got the Carolina. Wow. Cool. Okay, my work here is done.
Врага потоплен.
I can now get myself sunk. No, I'm joking. We're catching up on points rapidly because we have 3 caps, which is great. I'm being ghosted by a Kagoro, and I've also got the Yorktown buzzing my position constantly with planes. So he's going to find me eventually. Here he comes. You see, he's spotted me. He's put a spotter up.
За кормой.
Those are Kagoro's torpedoes. Here come the bombs. Ugh. I really don't have an answer to that. So we're just going to put the fire out and run. That's all we can do.
Неполадки устранены.
The AA on this ship is terrible, so we need to run.
Наша команда близко.
See, there's a Shan horse coming that way. Our Benson just took out their Fuso. Okay, good for him. And there's the Kagoro. Now, I could have done with the Benson back here, to be honest with you. Sinking this guy. He is trying.
До конца боя осталось 5 минут.
But I've got, what, 286 health left? Okay, the Benson took the Kaguro out. Good, good. That's great. Now we're down to 3v3.
Неполадки устранены.
Oh, what a close match. Okay, Yorktown's buzzing my position again. He's only got to land 1 rocket and I'm out of here. There's also a Shan horse out there somewhere. Here he comes. Yeah. Okay, so that's my game. Now, with 4 minutes to go, the Shan horse has really got his work cut out for him to get enough caps to turn this around. We're already at 901 points. So I don't see how Team Red can win unless they destroy the Benson and our Scharnhorst, who's looking pretty healthy. He's moaning about sub-hunting him, which is fair enough. But if he keeps running in the opposite direction, he should be able to outrun a submarine. Especially in a Scharnhorst. Oh, our Benson just took some major hits there. And it looks like he's going after the carrier. Or the carrier's going after him, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. Okay, Benson just managed to avoid some torpedoes there. Good for him. And we're about to win the match. There we go. So that, in a nutshell, is the Shiratsuyu. A ship you can have a lot of fun in. You'll do well in her. You'll do okay. She can handle tier 9s. As you can see from this, I got decent credits. I got 26,855 XP. Top of the team, 1,704 XP. So she's a good boat, and it's pretty easy to grind to the Akatsuki. Yeah, I was quite impressed with you, Benson. You did play quite well. Okay, 15k on the North Carolina, 22k on the Andrea Doria, the Akazuki 18k. Really? That's significant. That's significant. I did all that damage on the Akazuki because I landed a torp on him, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. The next ship in the research line will be the Akazuki. I will have a couple of matches in that ship coming up next weekend, so be around for that. Don't miss it. And thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.